How about some Watch This Bitches?
Sure. You saw two superhero movies over the weekend.
I did. The first one was a rental called Logan. You may have heard of that. I know, Wombat, you saw it, and Shipwreck bought it but didn't watch it. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yep, I saw it in the theaters.
Mrs. Cheapy and I were not crazy about Logan. I would love to have a spoilery discussion about it, but Shipwreck's here, so we can't do that.
So sometime after E3.
Yeah, I would just say that I really had no emotional reaction to a story that was supposed to be fairly emotional. And
Super happy story.
the story was fine. I don't really when I watch a superhero movie like this, I don't really want to see the characters in this type of situation. I think that I don't know. I guess I could say a few things without spoiling it. But let's just say that the main characters in the movie are not at the top of their game.
Sure. I think everybody knows this is like based off of old man Logan stuff, right?
Yeah.
And very loosely at that, to be perfectly
sure, but
honest.
it's that version of him.
And for whatever reason, clearly you're supposed to be attached to the characters and have some emotional attachment to them.
We've watched 17 movies with them already.
Right. So even more so. But I just didn't have, I had 0 tears on the Cheapy scale. Everybody always asks when I see a movie, how many tears? 0. Not even a half a tear, not even like wet eyes. So I don't know. I was
not a wet eye in the house.
I felt very much like Wombat when I watched this movie with my dry eyes. And Mrs. Cheapy was the same way. We were just like, it was very, the action scenes are pretty good. It's very violent. Certainly, it's the most violent movie with Wolverine in it. But yeah, it just didn't do it for me. But then we went to see Wonder Woman this weekend. We saw it in IMAX 3D. I went back to the same theater where I saw Guardians of the Galaxy, and we saw it with Ty, of course, and we all really enjoyed Wonder Woman. I liked the action. I liked the story. I did have an emotional connection to the characters.
Did you cry? Did you cry at Wonder Woman?
No, I didn't. I wouldn't say that I cried. I would say that my eyes were not dry per se, like they were with Logan. But the tears were not. I don't know that I actually felt a tear run down my cheek. Ty said he did cry at a couple of points in the movie. But
can I take my kids to go see it?
I don't know. It's kind of dark. It does take place during World War I, and it's kind of grim. So I think Elliot is too young for sure. It's long too. Sabrina, I'm sure, can handle it. She's 9, right? She'll be 9 in a month. Yeah. Yeah, I think. You could also wait for it to come out on video. But we really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well done. Definitely the best DC comic movie, and just as good as any of the Marvel ones. Really, I think. It's not perfect, but it was very definitely enjoyable. I watched the Red Letter Media half in the bag on it. It was brought up some good points. Why do all these movies have to have a big CG destructo fest?
Just keep it to yourself.
Whatever. What does that mean? That's not a spoiler.
You spoiled a whole bunch of stuff for people the last time you saw a movie in the theaters.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, no. I was thinking Rogue One.
No, people who didn't complain about that. They complained about Call of Duty. I didn't ruin the movie. I only ruined the video game. Big difference. No, but I recommend Wonder Woman. It was great. I also started watching a TV show for the first time that was highly recommended by a lot of people called American Gods, which is on the Stars network. I've watched the first episode of that. It is also very violent and has a lot of sex in it, which may or may not be appealing to you. But it's pretty fucked up also. It's very weird. At least I've only seen the first episode, but it's very trippy. It gets very weird. But so far, so good. I'm excited to watch more of that. Are we up to new releases? Anybody have anything else to add? Sounds like a no. Anybody else still on the show with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started reading Do Androids Dream of Electric Sleep? Because I've never read that before.
Electric Sheep?
Yep, that's it. I am tired
Philip
and I
K.
have a
Dick?
cold. Yep. Mr. Dick wrote it.
How is it? Is it better than the movie?
I'm only like 2 chapters in. I like it so far. It was my free book I got from the library for signing up for summer reading.
How do I tell this to you nicely? All books from the library are free.
I get to keep this one.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. You didn't say that. I'm like, free books is kind of like the library's bag.
No, for the summer reading program, they have a cart that you get to select things from.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I selected this.
Excellent. I went to the
Now it
library
makes
today.
sense.
I made Ty take out The Hobbit. I found a nice illustrated version of The Hobbit. Or rather, with illustrations. It only has some small pictures in it. But I'm curious to see if he can roll with that or not.
It could be a little
I
dry.
hope he likes to listen to or read about hobbits eating lunch.
Yeah,
I'll find out.
A little dry.
Well, that's why it has some pictures in it. So I think it might spice it up a little.
Sabrina's been reading Sailor Moon books that we took out of the library.
Pretty much
That's
the
what
same
she's
thing.
into. Yeah. She's totally into Sailor Moon.
Sweet.